Helping middle and low-income people afford to buy a home, that's the goal of the Housing Trust Fund Winooski is in the process of creating. Neighboring Burlington already has one. Local 22's Mike Hoey joins us now with a look at how the effort to create the fund is going in the Onion City. Hi, Mike.
Well, hi, Lauren. The Winooski Housing Authority has just held its final meeting of the year, and this may also be its final meeting before the Housing Trust Fund is up and running. There might never be a better time than early in the new year for that fund to launch. The Onion City's current master plan shows 59% of households are renters, the highest rate anywhere in Vermont. The document also shows a large pent-up demand for single-family homes.
How to provide that is really challenging. I think some of the mechanisms that are in the Housing Trust Fund, really down payment assistance, and the housing rehabilitation funds really can support those uses, which are a little bit harder to support through project-based affordable housing.
On Housing Trust Fund application forms, the Housing Commission recommends a measure to prevent discriminatory lending practices like redlining. It wants your personal information to be redacted before your application is considered. Jim Duncan says the City Council has not taken up that recommendation or others from the Commission just yet.
But I know, given just the broad strokes of work that we're doing on equity and trying to figure out how to be as inclusive in this very diverse community, that making policies like that make it as equal and fair as possible for people to access these resources is going to be super critical.
The Housing Commission also wants the City Planning Commission to consider reducing or eliminating parking requirements for new affordable housing construction. Winooski's current incentive to build new affordable units, involving the number of stories a development can have, apparently isn't working.
In switching from 4 stories to 5 stories, you're switching to steel beam construction as opposed to timber construction, and that's significantly greater expense. So it doesn't function as an incentive.
They also discussed the possibility of a new city ordinance preventing the cost of a parking space from being included with rent.
One of the things I just want to be careful about is you don't make something affordable by placing a burden on the people who can't afford it. So I take the apartment because I can afford the apartment. But I can't afford the parking space, so I'm going to take my chances.
With that in mind, the Housing Commission changed its language, asking the Planning Commission to consider having developers look at other options besides simply bundling parking with rent. Well, the Housing Commission's next meeting will be on January 27th at Winooski City Hall. Live in the studio, Mike Hoey, Local 22 News.
Mike, thank you. Vermont will be getting $500,000